behind Phil Barthol's car. 42 competitors, 42 cars, straining now, coming down at about 55, 60 miles an hour, and the green is unfurled. We're underway.
A nice start.
Coming up to speed for turn one. It'll be the back straightaway before they get them all the way wound up, and Schrader jumps out in front.
Davey Allison is able to stay with him right on the outside. Of course, he's getting help from Darrell Waltrip back there. When you can get two cars running together, the draft is very effective.
Right there in turn two is where Allison touched the wall yesterday.
But here comes Allison's first high-speed corner. With the carburetor plates, the cars really don't get up to speed till about 3/4 of a lap have gone by.
Allison to the inside. Bobby Allison scooting down low on the racetrack by one, by two. Here's Allison going for first place to lead the first lap. The two-time champion out of turn number 4. Allison pressing hard, and it will be at the line. The Allisons, father and son, leading the first lap of the Daytona 500. That's Allison looking right up under the headlights of Darrell Waltrip at 190 miles per hour from that camera mount in the back end of the car.
You know, they say this track is boulevard smooth, but look at the ripples and how sensitive these cars are to the bumps here at the Daytona International Speedway. That back straightaway only 40 feet wide.
Bobby Allison falls back. Davey Allison on the point momentarily. Here comes Waltrip. Remember that Waltrip won a qualifier, and here comes Rusty Wallace in the Pontiac, zipping around Davey Allison and going into second place. From Wallace's perspective, this is what it looks like. Up in front, Rusty Wallace charging up through the cars and now finds himself running in second spot.
Some people were saying they would not be able to pass because of the reduction in the horsepower. Well, we've already seen that theory go down the drain because there has been passing already.
Last lap at 190.6 miles per hour.
And that's faster than we anticipated. We wonder if any of these drivers have been holding back throughout all the weeks of practice and qualifying events.
Well, certainly now the chips are down. The big money is on the line. If you have anything, it's time to show it.
Checking in on Bill Elliott well back in the field as he tries to sort himself out. There's Michael Waltrip and his Pontiac on the outside. Dave Marcus, who could have a very good day today, and that number 71 as they come traipsing up through the field. Back with the leaders. Darrell Waltrip is on the point with his Chevrolet. Pontiac is in second. Rusty Wallace. It's Bobby Allison in third. Davey Allison in fourth. Let's check in on Richard Petty's car number 43 here as he comes up through from 34th position from whence he started.
Petty had some high-powered company back there behind 30th position. Bill Elliott started in 31st, and Cale Yarborough, a two-time winner of this race, started in 32nd position because of problems they had in Thursday's qualifying round. And the fans, these drivers and their legion, are watching them, hoping they'll come to the front.
And Richard Petty did not get off to a very good start. As a matter of fact, his group, he's in a group of 4 cars right there that sort of lost the lead draft.
42 automobiles back to the line, and as they come to the stripe, Blake Speed is pulling a bit of a surprise. He's up into fourth. They come back across. Look at those cars, 3 and 4 wide behind the front automobiles. Davey Allison trailing that front quintet. And look at this massive equipment rolling into turn number 1 at 190 miles an hour.
And Ken, while those cars raced for 6th back through about 30th position, there are 5 cars that have been able to pull away a little bit. When 2 cars run side by side, the others run single file, it gives them an advantage.
You know, the drivers, even though it's 190 miles an hour, they consider it slow, and 3 abreast, really, you don't see that this often. There's some frustrations have been evidenced by the drivers here. They just can't seem to get the speed out of the cars they're used to when they want due to the restricted engine.
As they come back to the line, Wallace is in second, Allison in third, Blake Speed in fourth, Davey Allison fifth, Greg Sachs is in sixth, Bobby Hillen maintains the 7th position. Dale Earnhardt still sorting himself out, getting up to the field.
Dale is going to be very careful for a while, as are a lot of the drivers, because they know it is a long race. As Bill Elliott said, you can't take chances this early in the race. You want to sort the competition out, sort your own car out, and see how it's handling in the air from the draft of other cars. It doesn't take long once she wants him out of line.
It's 1:07 seconds.
Hold it right on by you with the freight train.
Again, repeating, the good news is Richard Petty, after a disastrous crash in which he rolled over some 7 times in turn number 4, has been released from the hospital here in Daytona Beach. And the Grand Master, the King, is on his way back to the Daytona track where he won this race 7 times. No one's come close. Cale Yarborough won it 4. Cale crashed today as well, if you're just joining us. And now we're down to this finish. 5 laps to go. The Alabama gang out in front. Bobby first, Davey second. Phil Parsons doing beautifully. And let's not discount the number 11, driven by Terry Labonte. And there's the number 17 of Waltrip back in there, trying to find some way to get sorted out. But time is running out for him.
It's a 13-car draft for this win here.
Yarborough won it 4. Cale crashed today as well. You're just joining us, and now we're down to this finish. 5 laps to go. The Alabama gang out in front. Bobby first, Davey second. Phil Parsons doing beautifully. And let's not discount the number 11, driven by Terry Labonte. And there's the number 17 of Waltrip back in there, trying to find some way to get sorted out. But time is running out for him.
It's a 13-car draft for this win here. But it looks as though Bobby Allison is absolutely in control, and he's got his defender on his back bumper.
There's Labonte lurking 4th, and then Bonnet back there in 5th as the laps run down. Davey Allison said the other day, I keep getting taught valuable lessons, and I want to keep them to myself. I could pass 3 or 4 cars in the corner. That's where I'd get stopped. I couldn't get back in line after I'd passed 3 or 4 cars. He says we can't pass anyone on the straightaways. There's not many people here who can, so you can look for him to make a move, I would say, going to 3 on his father.
On the last lap.
On the last lap.
Well, yeah, I don't think he'll try before then.
The problem, though, if he makes a move on his father, doesn't make it, he'll drop to 3rd because whoever's right behind him will take 2nd place.
Yeah, but who cares about 2nd? Well, they all care about 1 spot, and here it comes. There'll be 3 laps to go this time by. Here's how they run across the line. Allison, Phil Parsons, Terry Labonte, Neil Bonnet. In 6th, Ken Schrader, Rusty Wallace. In 7th, Sterling Marlin. In 8th, Darrell Waltrip. In 9th, Buddy Baker. In 10th now, Bill Elliott, last year's winner in 11th. And Dale Earnhardt back inside of Davey Allison's car as we get down to decide it this afternoon. You're riding with the 2nd place campaigner, the Harry Ranier Lundy car. That team won it twice with a CBS onboard camera with Cale Yarborough driving. Ranier, you saw him in those pictures earlier after the car brushed the wall in turn 2 late yesterday. They worked through the night, got it back together. It's running 2nd. Here they come to the stripe. And there are 2 laps remaining.
5 miles.
Here you are with Davey Allison in that 2nd position. Bobby Allison stays up in front.
And they're beginning to mix it up back there at the back of that pack. All of those drivers battling for position as well.
They realize there's some extra pickings further back, and that Bobby Allison is doing what he predicted he would do. Run this car hard and keep it out in front. Davey Allison not relinquishing anything to his father. Stays right with him. Judy Allison looking on. Looks down as her husband and her son battle it out to back straight away. Final time to decide it all here this afternoon.
Now, Davey, what are you going to do?
He's got less than half a lap to do it.
And they have enough lead. I believe this is going to be a battle between the father and son. I don't think anybody else can try it, but here he comes. He's going to do it.
To the bottom. He's down low. Bobby Allison high. Davey Allison trying the inside move. Bobby Allison holds him off. They come to the stripe, and the winner of the 30th annual Great American Race, Bobby Allison. Davey Allison, his son, in 2nd. Judy Allison ecstatic. What a tremendous family performance.
Look at him, Bobby waving to Dave.